campeão Mr Olímpia atual? Vamos ver. Puta, que legal pro coração, hein, cara?
Winners, winners. Everybody wants to be a winner, Winning is everything. No, winning is the only thing.
Ou você já acabou?
A man who needs no introduction, the reigning Mr. Olympia, the gift, Phil Heath. Probably no athlete with a more appropriate nickname. I saw Phil win the 2005 NPC Junior Nationals, not win, but dominate in Chicago, and turned to my wife and said, this guy's going to be Mr. Olympia one day. And nice to see him make good on that prediction from me. It's going to be interesting to see as we see him hit his poses. Has he maintained that conditioning? He's definitely, I think, a little bit bigger than last.
Mas ou já acabou?
I thought our stream froze for a second. I was freaking out. Turns out Phil was just taking his time. We're good. We're good. All right, early assessment here, 24 hours. And what do you think, Larry?
I think he's right where he was, Dave. I think this is probably the best version of Phil that we've seen. There is a roundness and a fullness to his muscle bellies that you just don't see very often. And I don't mean at this contest, I mean very often, period. He literally has a three-dimensional...
Mas ou já acabou? Mas... já acabou.
Looks good.
Yep.
This is classic Phil Heath right here. As we said, Phil is the 5-time defending Mr. Olympia, going for six consecutive wins here, which would tie him with Dorian Yates for 3rd on the all-time Olympia wins list. Good friend of former Mr. Olympia, Jay Cutler. Jay trained with Phil, showed him the ropes, showed him how to train his back hard and heavy, and it paid off.
Two bodybuilders who have moved up. William Bonac, Big Ramy, neither of them have ever tasted the top 3 in the world, and it looks like that's in the future for them in the next 24 hours. Phil Heath is trying to fend off both of them and retain the most coveted title in bodybuilding, and he's going to work for it. Because you can be sure that as Phil Heath directs traffic up there, you can be sure that Phil Heath's going to have to work for it. But really, as you look at these guys, it's hard. You can read into that. We don't want to overstate it.
Place finisher, William Bonac.
William Bonac continues to climb the ladder, joins the very exclusive top 3 in the World Club, where he will be presented with an Olympia bronze medal, something I know you are very familiar with. Sean Ray, I think you have a few of those hanging in your office.
I got...
The 7-time Mr. Olympia, Phil the Gift Heath.
As spoken from the mouth of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Move over, Arnold Schwarzenegger. You've got company. Phil Heath is now a 7-time winner of bodybuilding's most prestigious title. He is Mr. Olympia once again, 1 victory shy of the all-time record. But for tonight, Phil Heath will celebrate number 7 alongside The Rock and the admiration of fans around the world. Big Ramy, Mamdouh Asbieh settles for 2nd. It was a furious charge by the runner-up. Big Ramy deserves all the respect in the world. He is not finished yet. Big Ramy will be back next year to battle for this title, but for now, the night belongs to Phil the Gift Heath. Jim Mannion presents the Sandow Trophy, bodybuilding's most coveted prize, along with a very big $400,000 check. That is AMI CEO David Pecker to Phil's left. And of course, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson made this presentation all the more special by announcing it himself. Phil Heath from Colorado remains the best bodybuilder in the world.
And Dan, again, he was pushed to the limits, rose to the occasion, and there's no doubt in my mind this contest was won from the back. And that is Phil Heath's strength. If you don't take him out in his best poses, he is Mr. Olympia, 7 times.
I'm just so thankful, because when I started bodybuilding on October 8th, 2002, I had no idea